When I was a kid, I would always tell people that I wanted to own my own business. And they would always ask afterwards, what business do you want to run? And as a kid, even, I always got annoyed with that question because I was like, that's not the point. The intentionality behind it is the point, is that I want to run a business. And I would always respond, I would say, whatever happens, doesn't matter to me. I want a business. I don't want a specific, I want this thing. And the natural human reaction is to know all of the specifics and all of the information behind something, instead of just being content with the confines of the thing and the structure of the thing. People aren't content with knowing that, hey, this is the bubble that I want to fill up. This is the balloon that I'm going to blow up. They need to know every molecule of air that goes into it. So when I was 9 years old telling people that I wanted to start a business, the curiosity and the unknown is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to know that you don't know what kind of business you want to run. But for me, I was always comfortable knowing that that was the end goal. That is what I'm going to do. So when I find an opportunity that allows me to do that, I will capitalize on it. I will take that. So I always knew that that was the wrong question. It wasn't, oh, what business do you want to run? It's there's not a follow-up question to that. That is the answer, is that I want to run a business. Okay, so some people think deductively, where they start, I want to run business, and then you deduct, how do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do that? Some people, they're like, well, if I want to start a business, I have to figure this out, and then I have to figure this out, and then I have to figure this out before I get to this. It's not like that. It's not like that. You have to start with what you want, and then you deduct down the path, and then you find the funnel and where the funnel starts. And then you work backwards, and then you get yourself back up here. People are so focused on the first step, oh, I can't even think about this before I do this. And you're so overstimulated. You need to relax yourself, and you need to become one with the universe around you and understand that all things are an act of creation that started with an idea. So if you don't start with an idea, you'll never execute an idea. So many people are so used to executing the idea. People are so used to going to work and doing what's told, or going to school and doing exactly the assignment. But when you're the one creating the assignment, you don't think about the answers to the assignment before you create the assignment. You create the assignment, and then you answer the questions, and you figure out the questions that you need to ask in order to get the things that you want, in order to cover the topics that you want to cover. When you're creating the assignment, it's a completely different point of view. You're working in a completely backwards way compared to everybody else, and nobody else understands. And nobody can really communicate that difference of dynamic. But I think that people that get it. And when I'm talking to somebody and they get it, it's like a magnet. I'm like, dude, I love you. You understand me. So that's basically all I'm saying, is that when I was 9 years old, dude, I knew that what kind of business you want to run. That's not the important question. It's the intentionality behind, I want to run a business. That's the statement. It's not a introduction. I'm not here to and then I'm not here to pander to you. It's not oh, I want to run a business, I need your validation. And then people are like, oh yeah, well, what are you going to do? And it's well, I don't need your validation. I don't need you to think that I have a good idea. I don't need you to believe that I'm validated. It's I want to run a business. I'm going to run a business. You see what I'm saying? So